Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another scene of Living World of Darkness, Rage across New York. Um, this scene starts where two no longer cubs, but full members of the Weniger tribe are walking back towards their place, the cub cabins. They just had a interesting, I guess, dinner with the kinfolk of one of them and a Wendigo Galliard. And I guess both of them, with everything that went down today, are feeling tired, maybe a little lost in thought. The dinner was great. Lots of laughter, lots of, from Tlate Hiin's point of view, jokes that she really didn't get, so lots of blank stares from her, but lots of laughter from the others, even more so when they saw her face. She had a very difficult time having to sit at the table and eat instead of waiting for the little leftovers to be tossed in towards her direction. So all in all, she is walking very deep in thought, besides her sister. As they enter the cub cabins, she'll probably start making coffee. That's something that she learned on this sept. In
The art of recap.
It's all the time she's not spoken a whole lot. Just thinking.
And yeah, for Tapeesa, she's been also deep in thoughts, but it's probably different from her sister, who, as she has been struggling at dinner with her own well, education and the lack of understanding of certain jokes. Um, she was actually happy that the Galliard Afro was there, because, well, that didn't force her to think about everything that happened. But yeah, the walk back uh, made her start to question, perhaps, certain certainty that she was pretty sure that she had. And however, when they're in the cabin and she looks silently everywhere, and she realized something. Oh my, yes! Means I can finally get away from this place. Ah, yes!
Lastly, now they're pouring the water in the coffee maker. He's gonna look around at his sister.
You realize we don't have to stay in this fucking cabin anymore.
You realize we don't have to stay in the sept anymore.
And she makes a pause. You get to make everything so dramatic.
Really?
No, it's just I hadn't thought about it like that. I was more thinking, yeah, I'm not a cub. I can have my own place. But damn it, I didn't want to use my brain today. she's gonna sit on one of the chair, take her mug out, put it on the table, and putting another one for her sister. She uh, she massaged her temples with her hands. So, I guess we gotta start with the big question now, do we?
Big question. Where now? What now?
Well, you you just raised a very important point. When when we're in the Sept of Four Seasons, uh, I wanted nothing more than to leave and go somewhere else. We were then sent to Sept. What was the name again? OC of
What?
the
What?
of the Sept where we were supposed to go, and where I ended up.
I don't know. I don't think a name was ever mentioned.
Yes, actually, it was mentioned.
Really? Oh well, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure. I'm
I
pretty sure.
really don't know anymore. Out of character, don't know, but in character, Tlate Hiin will undoubtedly know and will say the name.
Yeah,
Blah.
yeah. We yeah, blah. The Sept of blah.
Except blah.
Blah. Uh, but yeah, and and we're supposed to go to Sept blah. We got separated, and you wanted to run away from this place for obvious reason. But I'm here now, so I guess we can do whatever we want, really.
Yes.
So, do you want to leave?
Yes. But
Well, damn, that's the fastest answer I thought I would get. Okay, continue.
she turns on the coffee machine at this point, and soon the coffee fumes start to like blow into the kitchen. Like it's almost cozy. I I don't like this place. There are many Wembringers, there are many Wemcomers. There is not a lot that reminds us of our traditions and our ways. There is an entire city outside of this place that, to me, feels alien and hostile.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm starting to think that we are not here by accident.
Mm.
Meeting Will, meeting Eric, you getting here, me getting here. I have the feeling that our ancestors are guiding us because we can make a difference here. There are no other Wendigo here as far as we know, although there are a lot of new people and new faces that I have not met. And this used to be Wendigo ground a long time ago.
Mm.
I want to go. I don't want to be here, but at the same time, I have the feeling that this may be our place.
Mm.
We got a very good friend in Will. We basically promised him to pack up. And yeah, I think, like, where would we go? Back home? You would be unhappy.
Okay. Okay. So when you mentioned Eric, I made my main person shut the future roll.
Oh, I didn't see that. I'm
But
not at the computer, actually. Sorry.
okay. I had 4 successes if you want to compare.
Oh, but I have 4 dice to roll, so I can't stop you anyway, so it's cool.
yeah, so yeah, she kept a poker face, even if yeah, in her mind she's like, I would have liked not to be the case. Which is what goes through her thought. However, when she says, if we go back to the set of the fourth season, you're not going to be happy, and she makes a frown face, with the Tapeesa frown face of of I don't like this subject we're starting to touch. No, why? And she grunt, I guess, as she takes her ease with the chair. I mean, okay, to be fair, uh, as much as I'm more at ease with the city, uh, I have to say I miss home. I miss the park and not this thing. And she kind of gesture her surrounding. I don't like that here. Uh, well, we got the others. Is it like, yeah, I don't want to acknowledge them. As most definitely tension will exist. Like there's no need to hide it. There's gonna be tension. There is already tension. It's always going to happen.
Yeah.
But I will say that you're right. We
I know.
got you're such a fucking smartass, aren't you?
She shrugs.
Yeah,
I
exactly. And she, she thinks in her mind, yeah, yeah. And that fucking smart ass look.
Tlate doesn't look like she thinks she's a smartass.
Yeah, no, but it's more. I think in Tlate Hiin's expression, it's more factual. Like, well, yes,
Yeah.
I which is why Tapeesa called it the smart ass look. Uh, but we met. Well, we got separated. You arrived here, and in the end, um, my my first change brought me here. William William is here, and well, um, let's also be realistic. Uh, he too would be quite unhappy up north.
Yes.
I mean, even if obviously he would be treated probably better than most of the Sept would be treated if they went up north. But still. And as you said, this used to be a Wendigo Sept. There's got to be a reason. There's got to be a reason why we're here. I will still point out that I desperately hope that there's some pure tribe among the new arrival because I can't stand another Fianna.
Wait till you meet the new keeper of the lands.
Fucking Fianna.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, fantastic. And she makes a pause, and she frowns for a second. Wait, the keeper of the land is the Fianna?
Yes.
And she I thought the keeper of the land was in a lupus.
Yes.
So he's gone.
She swallows. Yes.
I'm gonna be an Yvette, yes. I want to be an Yvette, yes. I have to success, probably not enough to be an Eva, yes.
No, she's not rolling subterfuge.
Oh, okay.
She,
So
it sounded, yeah, very sad. Even a little angry, maybe.
I'm sorry. So okay. She she's doing probably if Tlate Hiin looks at her sister, she can see the cogs going through her mind, going, so now I need to change the subject.
Tlate Hiin actually isn't looking at her sister. She's with the yes about Katori being gone. Tlate Hiin turned around and is focusing very hard on the coffee making.
Yeah, I mean that coffee though, it's so interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, she thinks so. Okay, so since we've decided to stay, even if we still have leaving as an option if we are becoming too obnoxious, even if I would personally think that's a failure on our part, and I would prefer to kick their butt and have them leave and not us. Um, so how does it work exactly? Like, do we go cabin hunting? Uh, do we have to construct a cabin? Do we have to kick somebody out? How the fuck does it work?
Tlate Hiin looks back around. She turns around as she's leaning against the counter next to the coffee machine. You're asking me?
Well, you've been raised by Garou, like I of the two of us, and also you know a lot of shit. So of the two of us, I would expect you to know a little bit more of our people's custom and how sept etiquette works. And she makes a pause. Oh,
I
oh no! And she rubs her temples, thinking back towards something that Iron Shield said. Oh fuck! I'm gonna have to need to be a proper guard now.
yes.
You didn't have to, as she whispered to herself, you didn't have to say yes.
There's a small smile appearing on Tlate Hiin's face. As far as I know, um, it, there is room for living on Sept. I know the Hunters of the Lost had a place that they shared then. I think most riders live off Sept.
And,
The families.
and she makes a pause as she thinks about, wait, you can leave offset. Uh,
Clearstone aren't bound to the Sept, but she kind of raises her hand, much like she's
yeah,
looking on the picture. I don't
yeah.
think I would choose to leave myself.
Mm, I mean, genuinely, you would be surprised at the number of um, weird people that you see outside in cities. But I get what you mean. Genuinely, it wouldn't be, the hand. It would be more, uh, as she points more at her neck, you know, uh, mimicking the scales, some of the
Yeah,
scales. Yeah.
that's it. So I think you can choose, but I think I'm gonna find a place here somewhere.
Nuh-uh. No way. I'm not going offset, and you're going here. Like, if we want this pack thing to work, we have to stick together. So if you have to stay here, then we go here.
Okay. Then I think we will need to find a place. I think we can stay here for as long as we don't have a place, but I'm
Mm,
not sure. I think that would depend on the inference.
yeah. So, okay. So we'll need to find a lodging. I guess next step is uh, courting a spirit.
Yes, if we continue with the plan we had and
Mm,
create a new pack, then
yeah.
yes, but right now I don't think that's up to us to decide. And
What do you mean exactly? Like, is there some kind of secret pack ceremony that I should know of as a
no, I,
galliard?
as far as I know, not.
Mhm.
Of course, I'm not very versed in the ways of the Galliards,
Uh,
but we will need to have Will's voice as well when it comes to deciding what spirit we would ask to be the totem of our pack.
I mean, yeah. No, I wasn't talking about, deciding right here, right now, and going to Will and say, "Hey, Will, congrats. Here's the deal. We chose to," and she thinks for a second. We chose to follow some kind of hairy squirrel. Like,
So I think we will need to talk to Will and then form a plan.
yeah, yeah, that seems reasonable. Although I have to say, right now,
Mhm.
right now, I think Moose is awesome.
I, as much as I approved of his behavior, I have a feeling that it wouldn't fit us.
I mean,
Might fit well on you, but
I mean, I'm genuinely not talking about, oh yeah, definitely, we should
oh,
take
I know.
Moose because just, I mean, I guess you're gonna have at some point to, help me to teach with spirits because I I want to be able to understand the spirit way of saying fuck off in Moose spirit language.
I can do that. There are plenty of other children here, so
Hmm. Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess we will see when the time is right, and
yeah,
probably the decision will come naturally.
I think we'll find it. We'll find a way, and we'll find out. And she takes the coffee, like the can, and fills up the 2 cups, and then puts the rest in like a thermos flask.
Mm.
Here, I think we have a long day ahead of us.
Yeah, yeah, and she she's gonna start to drink uh, the coffee. Okay, so I think we need to agree on some things.
Oh,
Do we agree that nothing happened and that it's none of nobody's business?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
And she she's gonna nod. Then exactly. At least we agree on that. Do you think? Do you think I should talk with Tarnak? Oh, see, she would know that's the name of Tapeesa's father.
At some point, yes. But what point? I think depends on you. I think you will feel when you can talk with him better than anyone can tell you.
I I don't like to be thrown off my certainty. It's easier, just be stubborn and no, no. But you're right. Everybody is wrong.
Mm. I've never met your father, but I think that's when I saw the spirit of Broken Arrow and the
Mhm.
loss she felt for her child, the grief, for anyone to have a parent that loves them. I feel you should make an effort. But I am not sure. There's not a whole lot I can say about this, and I have only limited experience when it comes to dealing with parents. Extremely limited. Maybe you should ask Will.
I think, unfortunately, in that incident, Will was not the best counsel regarding father relations.
No, that's he has one parent that loved him, and he has two parents that are around. Maybe ask him in a little while if he would have preferred not knowing about his dad.
She's gonna stay silent for a little bit, looking at the coffee before looking up. How are you feeling?
She stares into her coffee cup as well. I'm fine. Yourself?
I don't know. This feels a little bit too close to home to my comfort. That's why I was asking you.
She'll stand up. Um, she walks over to her sister and just like wraps her arms from behind Tapeesa and wraps her arms around her. I'm sorry.
And she stays silent, probably putting her hand on her sister's arm, letting it rest for a few seconds. You know, sometimes I wonder who's the most collected between you and me. I can never shut up about those problems, no matter how much I don't want to talk about it. I have to. I got to open my big mouth and talk.
It's good. You're a galliard. Talking is what you do. Talk away your feelings, put them in stories, create a story. I think that might be something that you can still do. Just don't take it literally what we've seen and what we've heard. I think you can still make a story of this. It would be a fairy tale, but it could still harness your emotions. It might give you some closure in a way.
I think I'm too afraid for pleasure.
Why?
Because I don't know what answer I might get. I don't even know how to react to, well, your father, I guess.
We can deal with that when it comes. He's not just my father.
You know, sometimes, just for once, I would appreciate things to be plain and simple. You know, just here are the good guys, here are the bad guys, and happily ever fucking after. I would like that for once.
I should have maybe stayed in the Amazon then.
Oh no, fuck that place.
The simplicity of what was going on had its merits. It was very much, those are the bad guys, and this is how we deal with them. I think the world as it is, the nation as it is, there are no simple answers. You could choose to have a simple view and create your own set of rights and wrongs. But in the end, everything has its sides. I am not a fan of the grim commerce. I feel that they've taken our home, a home not necessarily the place where we were born, but home as in the feeling of the land. They've changed it. But the thing is, if they leave now, all these lands will fall to the do I want to make this place what it once was again? Yes, but at the same time, I can't. Nothing is simple in this place. We can try to make it simple. The worm is bad. We will fight it. Sounds simple enough. You can make it as simple as complicated as you wish. You can not see the grey areas. But in the end, we all know they are there. Unless you don't have a brain.
I thought we established that already. Or rather, I have one. I just don't
Yes,
use it that much often.
sometimes. I think sometimes we need to grab back to that, looking at a thing black and white, because looking at the grey shades is too complicated.
She's gonna pat her sister's arm, look at you, making me feel not bad about having simple ways.
She shrugs again. I look at things sometimes black and white.
Oh, I know.
But as much as I despise the Fianna, and as much as I want to get rid of the Gets, it is those Gets who have also taught me that they aren't as our elders told us. They aren't evil incarnated. they're still part of the nation and they still fight for Gaia. It's just the way they do it that feels threatening to us as a people.
Mm. So pretty much we agree on having a dislike the tribe, judge people on individual policy. Seems like the
Yes.
most pragmatic way to do it. Okay. I think as she she put a finger in her mouth as she's trying to take something away from her teeth. I think I'm gonna take a shower. I I still got a bad taste in my mouth.
I think I'm gonna take a walk, clear my head a little bit.
Okay. She's gonna get up, uh, stretch a little bit, and before leaving, she will put uh, a hand on her sister. If one day you feel like you have too much on your shoulder, or once, you know, I will shut up and you can talk all you want.
Well, that would be the day that the sky would fall down. You shutting up?
She's gonna pinch her on the forehead. You know, it's not very nice to say that to your older sister.
We all have our flaws.
And she she's gonna roll roll her eyes. Well, we still got a long day off. I can just smell St. Patrick fuckery coming a mile away. I need to find some oranges. As she smirks.
Tlate looks very confused, but she'll say, if I find some, I will bring them for you.
And she smiles. Thank you. And she whispers, I'll explain to you a little bit of history and politics. You may find it actually shockingly ironic.
Well, maybe you should first go take that shower. Still something in between your teeth.
Well, at least you didn't say that I smell that I had bad breath. That's still a thing.
Don't worry, it's broccoli.
Oh my god. Did you actually try to make a joke?
With a very poor attempt at it, probably.
And she she put you know, both her arms, you know, around her shoulder. I would say I'm proud, but as you've a responsible adult here who knows more, who has a higher diploma in the realm of in jokes. I think it's my duty to take you away from the Stoneclaw Institute of Jokes. It's having a very bad influence on you, and I can't let you continue down this dark path.
Tlate looks very confused. She has no idea what Tapeesa is talking about.
And
Go take a shower, and
yeah,
she'll turn around and start walking out.
yeah, she will look at her sister as she leaves, uh, the house. I'm doing this for your own good.
Tlate will simply raise her hand before shutting the door behind her.
And she's gonna finish her cup of coffee. Ugh. Mm. Okay. In the shower, and then whatever happened happened.
And I think with that we can end our scene. Thank you, player, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. And we will see you again on another episode of Living World of Darkness, Rachel New York.